Hi, I'm Tim. Join me in this video as I talk about a recent encounter between an unauthorized drone flight and in Tucson, Arizona with the Customs and Border Patrol as well as the Tucson Police Department. Let's get to it. Today's date is August 21st, 2021. This news report came out yesterday, August 20th, 2021, and regards a drone overflight of the Tucson City area, Tucson Airport, as well as Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. What had happened, this occurred back in February 9th, 2021. About 10:30 at night in Tucson, Arizona, police on the ground saw a drone in the sky, reported the drone, and the drone sought out and flew over a Customs and Border Patrol helicopter that was in the area, again, 10:30 at night on February 9th of 2021. This report just got released. The drone followed the Customs and Border Patrol aircraft helicopter. That helicopter was talking with Tucson Control Tower because it appeared the drone was flying in the airport's airspace. Tucson is Class C airspace. There's absolutely no business whatsoever flying there without contact with the tower. Tower reached out to the Tucson Police Department. The police department dispatched a helicopter. So now there are two helicopters involved with this drone in a very large circular flight. I'll show you the radar track here. You can see the drone is obviously maneuvering. It seems to know where the helicopters are. It is operating above the blades. The Customs and Border Patrol helicopter said that the drone was operating danger close to the helicopter. Nothing was hit. Thankfully, nobody was injured. The drone was flying at high speeds, over 74 miles an hour, circling about 5 miles south to the airspace of Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. It's unknown what reaction, if any, the Air Force had to this inclusion in this airspace. My guess is at 10:30 at night, having been stationed there, there's not too much flying going on, so there was nothing that had to happen right away. And after 70 minutes of this going on with the two helicopters, the drone disappeared into a cloud in the night sky. The helicopters had to land to refuel, and that was the end of the incident. So now this is being investigated by the FBI as well as the FAA. And I share this with you because there's ongoing discussions. I get a lot of comments on my videos on the FAA involvement with unmanned aircraft systems, real ID, rules of the road, and how can we do this? And I share this report because this happened, okay? This is being investigated. This is just another incident that'll be tabulated by the FAA as well as the FBI of unauthorized unmanned aircraft operations in airspace. The FAA is completely focused on safety, and when things like this happen, the FAA is going to be forced to take action. We don't know what the action is. As a modeling community, we're constantly in contact with the FAA to try to have the best relationship possible. Incidents of this nature do nobody any good. There's no reason at all for these to happen, but I wanted to share that this came out, again, just about 6 months ago due to the investigative abilities of the folks down in Arizona. So I just want to remind everybody that with the reauthorization of the FAA Act in 2018, for the first time, unsafe operation of unmanned aircraft became a federal offense. That was part of that reauthorization act with Congress. And just to put some reality or discussion on that, I did some research and I came up with the first person convicted under that FAA 2018 Reauthorization Act. And it was a gentleman named Rene Hernandez. He's 22 years old from Hollywood, California. And what had happened was on September 18th of 2020, so just about a year ago, there was a burglary going on in a pharmacy in Hollywood, California. Mr. Hernandez lived near that pharmacy. He heard the police cars responding, and he wanted to go take a look to see what was happening. Now, keep in mind, this was shortly after midnight on the September 18th. The cops are responding, the police are responding to this suspected break-in. The police on the ground requested helicopter support from the Los Angeles Police Department. So now there's a Los Angeles Police Department helicopter responding to this scene. The helicopter sees the drone hovering over the area trying to get pictures for whatever reason. Again, this is shortly after midnight. It turns out that the drone and the helicopter have a collision. The helicopter is forced to do an emergency landing. The drone damaged the helicopter's nose, antenna, and bottom cowlings, according to court papers. And the police stated that the drone had struck the helicopter's main rotor. It could have brought the entire helicopter down. So Los Angeles Police Department officers located portions of this drone on the ground by the pharmacy. They reviewed the drone's camera. They took a look at the SD data card. It led to the identification of Hernandez as the drone's operator. The police did a search warrant of Hernandez's residence in October of 2020. He admitted to flying the drone the previous month on September 18th after he heard the police vehicles and approaching helicopter. Hernandez was arrested in November of 2020. Ironically enough, his arrest was during National Drone Safety Awareness Week, sponsored by the FAA. You can't make this stuff up. So what happened was he was presented with the evidence. He pled guilty in January of 2021. He pled guilty to one misdemeanor count of unsafe operation of unmanned aircraft, so just a misdemeanor. And according to the plea agreement, he has a $500 fine and he is on probation. So people are getting prosecuted under this law. We just don't need to be doing these things as a modeling community. I know that the vast majority of us don't, but we need to get the word out and just do the right thing. We're operating in airspace with a lot of fixed-wing aircraft carrying passengers, cargo, just a range of things, and we just have to understand and follow the rules. Again, Real ID is coming. Will kick in September of 2023. I'll put some links to some other videos I have of this in the description. Thank you for watching, and thank you for continuing to be safe operators for unmanned small aircraft in our national airspace system.